Welcome to Liberal Studies. We're located on the 6th floor of 726 Broadway on the corner of Broadway and Waverly Street. And today we're just going to show you a quick tour of Liberal Studies on the 6th floor here. Before we do that, sometimes your professors might assign you papers or assignments that are due at certain times. They might say, drop it off at the Liberal Studies by the end of the day. What that means is they want you to come here to our wonderful Liberal Studies Dropbox, have your professor's name listed at the top of the paper, and drop it off here, where our wonderful AA administrative aides will give it to the professor by the end of the day and deliver it to them. So whenever a professor says drop off a paper, they mean come here and put it in the Dropbox with the professor's name listed at the top. And now we'll show you our beautiful floor on the 6th floor here of 726 Broadway. Here you can see the front desk, various array of clocks showing all the times at our global sites around the world. We have our wonderful AA Axel here working hard. And if you ever have any generic questions about NYU, about the program, about the department, or the various details about the department, you can ask them here at the front desk. But before we get to the actual floor layout, we just want to highlight two things about check-ins. So sometimes you might have a question for your professor and you might want to see their office hours. So the key thing to do for that is to come here to the office directory, which shows all the professors on the floor. You can see them by the last name here that's listed, as well as their room number, which is also listed. And there's a wonderful tidy map here of listing where all the professors are located and where their offices are. So if you ever want to see a professor, just come out to the directory, find their name, and you can find them on the map here. If they're listed in the cubicles, then our cubicles are listed in the back. You can see a nice list here, and they are to the left, and we'll show you at the end of the tour where the cubicles are exactly. And for advisor check-ins, if you ever have an appointment with your advisor and you want to talk about your curriculum or your next 4 years here at NYU, you can come back here. Your advisor will obviously give you a time to meet with them, an appointment time, or you might be a walk-in on certain days for your advisor. And you can just come here, press sign in, enter your various information as well as your appointment time, press done, and then your advisor will ask you to take a seat. They'll get the email saying that you were here, and you can have a seat in our very spacious and wonderful LS lobby. So the lobby is a host to a lot of things that go around at Liberal Studies. So one key thing is Hannah Pickletit's office. Hannah is actually our student activities coordinator, and she does a lot of the student events and club meetings that occur through Liberal Studies. And a lot of times the club meetings will occur after hours, after 5 p.m. usually, in our lobby, such as the LS Politics Club and the Economics Club always meet here in the lobby. So you can see there's a nice various seating things for you to sit, lounge on, study, and just take in the ambiance of our department here. Just another thing to show you at the back of our lobby is another study space for you to come, have your laptop. There's outlets for you to use, but also a student computer that is open to all students for them to use. And not just that, there's a nice screen here which is updated directly and daily about all the LS events that are happening throughout the year, throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout our department. And it's updated daily, but also sometimes we might have nice live streams or video casts of other events going on at NYU. So just a quick tour of our lobby here, a nice spacious lobby, which you are fully available to take full use of. And now we're just going to take you to the back here and show you our advisor hallway. So our advisors are located both to my left, the advisors are there, and also to my back. We're just going to walk through. The cool things about Liberal Studies is that we have a lot of desk spaces and study spaces for students to take advantage of. So back here we have a few more desks that you can use as students. But this desk is extra cool because it comes with a student computer as well as a student printer attached to it. Usually when you come to NYU, on your ID you have around 500 pages or $50 worth of printing. But here at Liberal Studies we have free printing for all Liberal Studies students you can take advantage of. So you can just come here if you have a paper or assignment due, you can just print it and then drop it off at the Dropbox if necessary. So a really cool thing to take advantage of. So the next part of our tour here is the office of the Dean. This is where Dean Schwarzbach's office is in the back here. But he often holds lunches for new students in the fall when they have arrived in the back here in the office. So the next part we're going to show you is actually some of the other professor professor offices, as well as the Fishbowl, which is another lounge space that you're fully available to take use of. We do have restrooms as well as a water fountain on this floor. So as I mentioned earlier about the cubicles, so these are professors that are now listed on the directory, and you can find the cubicles all the way in the back of our office next to another lounge area called the Fishbowl. Another cool thing is actually the Liberal Studies bulletin boards, which often have flyers or other information about events that are happening on campus, as well as other lecture series or talks that are being held through Liberal Studies by various professors from across the country and across universities throughout the world. But just as we round out our tour of our floor here at Liberal Studies, you can see there's more offices for professors and faculty that you can come meet with them at their office hour times. But that's it from us. I hope you enjoyed our tour. We wish you a wonderful semester, a wonderful year, and we'll see you in the fall. Take care.